Okay, so Mitt Romney is now supposed to not build a big house when he's running for president. Okay, we got that. And, so Mitt Romney was doing an interview, and he's talking about his dad. His dad, when he was in business, had to shut down a company in Wisconsin. He moved it to Michigan. He was telling that story.
I have a few connections with the state of Wisconsin. One of the most humorous, I think, relates to my father. And his band did not know how to play the Michigan fight song. It only knew how to play the Wisconsin fight song. So every time they would start playing on Wisconsin, my dad's political people would jump up and down and try and get them to stop because they didn't want people in Michigan to be reminded that my dad had moved production to Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. I know now what the Democrats are going to do. They're going to take the end of that comment where he's laughing about, the uncomfortable moment for his father, and my dad had to shut down. I get it. Got to be careful with this stuff. Colonel Alan West, one of our great friends on the Laura Ingraham Show from the state of Florida, with us now. And Colonel West, a lot to get to, short segment here, but that moment in an interview with Romney, the Democrats are going to exploit it.
Well, you're absolutely right, and it's great to be back with you, Laura. You have to be so very introspective of everything that you say, or at least when you say it, understand the ramifications thereof and be prepared for the attacks that are going to come. But I also remember, I believe it was Raleigh, North Carolina, when the president was with his jobs council, and he started laughing about shovel ready. Probably wasn't exactly shovel ready. So, he who is without sin, let him cast the first stone.
No, I hear you. The problem is the president gets away with that stuff, and I think Republicans have to be much smarter.
Well, and you lead on to a great point. When I was stationed down at Camp Lejeune with the Marine Corps for 3 years, I had a great Marine First Sergeant that taught me a lesson. His name was Jim Reiffinger. He said, if you ever find yourself in a fair fight, it's all because your tactics suck. And I think that we need to come to the realization that this is not going to be a fair fight, and we need to have the right type of strategies to combat against what's going to be coming at them.
A poll came out yesterday showing both Romney and Santorum way down against President Obama in Florida. How concerned are you right now about the state of Florida and the GOP?
Well, I think that, there are lies, damn lies, and statistics and polls. When you start to talk to the people in Florida about the fact that our unemployment rate is still higher than the national unemployment rate, when you look at the closed storefronts from the tax and regulatory policies, and also to include Obamacare, how that's affected our small businesses, when you look at the regulatory environment that are closing up our small community banks and affecting our citrus farmers and also our ranchers and other produce farmers, the foreclosure rate is still very high, and also the president's policy and actions toward Israel is not going to play very well with the Florida Jewish community.
So you're not buying the poll?
I'm not buying the poll because, I'm on the street down there, and folks are very concerned about this president and his policies, and they see the direction that they're heading. And I can tell you from the town hall meetings and the discussions that I have, people are not overly impressed.
We're talking to Colonel Alan West from the state of Florida. Colonel West, the word is on the street now that you are going to try to outdo Congressman Bobby Rush by showing up on the House floor in a hoodie footy pajama. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a University of Tennessee big orange colored hoodie footy, and see if I can sneak by the security and get in there. But they're watching us real close now, though.
What was that like there yesterday? I mean, this is just insanity.
Well, yeah, and right now the security folks there on the House floor are laughing about it, but initially they did not know who it was, and they were concerned that someone had just walked off the street or kind of broken away from a tour group. But look, this is the type of immature gimmickry that we see coming from the other side that does not have any place, especially on the House floor and really in the United States.
Now, you haven't spoken much about the Trayvon Martin case. I think you gave one or two interviews about this. Right now, we have the Democrats basically pronouncing this as a racial incident. It's racially motivated, racial animus. What is your take?
Well, I think we need to move away from classifying that as such. I put out a statement yesterday on my Twitter and Facebook about this, bounty that's been put out there by the new Black Panther Party. This is what happens when irrational voices and ideological media bias take over the political discourse and public dialogue, and we have to move away from that. The bottom line is there was a tragedy. A young American man lost his life. We need to allow the investigation to continue on, but right now he was unarmed, and someone has to be held accountable for that. And my statement initially was that the individual should not.
What if it was self-defense?
Well, but see, even if you're a police officer, Laura, and you shoot someone that's unarmed, you're put on desk duty, your weapon is taken away. It
should be an investigation.
Absolutely. And so that's my whole point, that he should not be still out there walking free with a concealed weapons license.
Now, do you think it was appropriate to have a hearing on Capitol Hill on this?
No, and it wasn't a hearing. I mean, certain members invited, so it wasn't a bipartisan hearing.
Official hearing,
Yeah. So look, this is the people's house. If folks want to come up here and speak to members of Congress, that's fine. But let's allow the people down there in the state of Florida, the governor, and the local level to take care of this.
Colonel West, great to talk to you as always, sir, on the Laura Ingraham Show. Stay with us.
Thanks, Laura.